We're bunkered down at the Overland Roadhouse at the moment. So this Roadhouse is the one before you go to the Shark Bay and Monkey Mia turn off.
Yeah, we're currently in an out of season cyclone, which is technically cyclone, but it's pretty crazy winds out there. We'll show you after if we can get any good footage of it. But yeah, winds are like 50, 60 kilometers an hour with gusts to 70. And we're supposed to get a bit of a rainstorm later on as well, which might be a bit interesting.
It's just like a big dust bowl outside at the moment in the wind, and it's all coming through the windows. It's really bad on this side because that's the way the wind's blowing. And I just cleaned the van top to bottom yesterday. Typical. So we've got our naan bread.
Yep.
I'll let Bryce take over now because I wasn't doing a very good job. And that's the final product. Looks really good.
Alrighty, it's the day after the cyclone, and just come and have a look at the aftermath. The caravan is disgusting, just covered in red dirt. Cars the same. Get all that in there. Bloody massive windstorm yesterday. We got about 5 mil of rain, if that, and yeah, everything is just coated in a nice thick red film. So have to find a car wash in the next few days to try and clean all that up.
We're at the turn off to Shark Bay. So that's the roadhouse we stayed at during the storm, and the turn off is just up here. So what our plan is to do is first we'll do that peninsula, the Francois Peron National Park. I don't think I said that right. And then we'll come it back to the Overland Roadhouse here, and then we'll go up to Steep Point and do the other peninsula.
We're at Hamlin Pool looking at the old quarry where they used to get some shell blocks out of to build some houses. It's really cool how they've cut all this stuff, and they used to build churches and all sorts of things out of this stuff.
This is our first night's stop while heading up to Monkey Mia Denim area. It's called Whalebone Bay. We had to call the visitor centre in Denim to book this. It was $15 for the night. I think there's only 4 campsites available here as well, so it's pretty private.
We're on here. Chelsea's catching a bit of everything. Up you up.
Is that another snapper but a different type?
I think so. Look at that.
We just were saying we've had no luck fishing, and then we've brought in a couple of these.
We've done pretty well so far.
Yeah. Rice is on now. Does he feel decent, or? Oh, okay. That's alright, it's just fun catching him.
Same one as before, I reckon.
Nice. Oh my god, I don't even know what it is.
Let's find out.
Look at the size of that. That's my foot next to it. We are in the Denim Seaside Caravan Park. Going to stay here for 3 nights because they've got a stay 3 pay 2 deal. So only $90 for the 3 nights, which was really good. This is our site here. Probably not the best site in the park, but we just went wherever they put us. You've got more sites down here which overlook the beach a bit more, and then some right up the top. top, and further up there as well. Denim's pretty expensive, so we went to the IGA here and it was about $5 for 3 just medium-sized tomatoes. Coffee for just sachet coffee was $7 for 10 of them, where they're usually $3, so make sure you stock up before you come here.
And gas bottles.
Oh yeah, gas bottles are like $40.
Gas bottles are about $40 for just a 9 kilo refill, or a swap and go, where anywhere else it's like $25. So
yeah,
make sure you got plenty of gas.
Yeah, just stock up on little things, or your essential items, I guess, because we didn't do that, and now we're getting stung for it. Oh, I didn't even realise how bad this was until right now. So you're not allowed to wash your caravans or cars at the park. They're pretty strict on the water usage. So it's going to be probably about another week and a half until we can clean everything. So we just look like absolute ferals at the moment. Gross, but that's reality of van life in a storm, or in this red dirt. We've just arrived at Monkey Mia. First impressions are a bit of a ghost town at the moment because of all the COVID stuff. They're pretty much shut everything down here, so we're not going to stay in the caravan park like we thought because it's just too expensive and there's nothing even happening. Still expensive to get in for a day pass. We have concessions, so we got it for $10 like an adult, but usually it'd be like, how much was it going to be? $20 an adult?
$20 per person, yeah. Just
for a day pass, which is a bit ridiculous, I think. Especially when we've already bought the annual National Parks Pass for $100 and then we'd still have to pay for this one. We lasted about 5 minutes at Monkey Mia. So some lady came up to us while we were on the jetty and said that our concession wasn't valid, that it's only for seniors, and that it was going to cost us another $20 just to pretty much walk out on the jetty, and there's nothing open, you can't even get a coffee there at the moment. There's no dolphins out in the bay, so we just bailed and left. Yeah, so Monkey Mia was pretty underwhelming.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just because stuff was shut. There's much nicer beaches around that aren't going to cost you $40 for a couple to visit.
It's really handy that they've got these air compressors here, ready for anyone to use.
This is going up to the Francois Peron. I really don't think we're saying that right, but you get the gist. Just outside of Denim, and they've got one on either side of the road, so you can inflate your tyres back up. Just saves getting out the air compressor and using all your own gear.
Yeah, real handy. So we've made it to Cape Peron on the Francois Peron National Park. We've just done probably about an hour on the sandy, corrugated, hard, rough track, and then there's a few sandy pockets and stuff in it, but it's really nice up here. Really happy we made it all the way down. Not saying we'd probably do it again, but it was good. Alrighty, so we've had to extend our stay in Denim 3 nights because of the storm that hit about a week ago. The storms just flooded all of the tracks out to Steep Point and they've closed the camping, so we've had to stay here. But today is packing day. We're getting ready to go tomorrow morning. We'll leave early, drop the van off and get going. But in the meantime, we moved spots. We were just down here and we come up here so we can have a bit better of a view, and it's really nice from up the top here. But we are both itching to get away in the swag and get camping again. Alrighty, so we've just got to the start of the Steep Point useless loop. Ready to head over to Steep Point, just over here. And we are keen as. Got the ute loaded up, and we dropped the caravan off this morning at the Overland at Roadhouse. They've been nice enough just to let us leave the caravan there, so that'll be really good. And we'll head out and check it all out. We've stopped at the Overland National Park pay station. We've got our annual parks pass anyway, so we don't have to pay anything extra. But it's always a good time to stop and have a quick run around the car. We let the tyre pressures down a bit earlier before we come across all these corrugations. We dropped them all around to about 25 or so, just to make it a bit comfier of a ride. But it's good to get under there and check everything out and make sure it's all looking good.
We're just about to hit the sandy part of the track. That's the start of it up there. Maximum PSI, they say 20, so Bryce is going to put it down to 18 now, just to be safe.
Oh, watch out for the sand. Ooh.
Skirt!
Skirt, skirt. Alrighty, this is our setup. Chelsea's here with the wine, got the swag, got the awning all out. We've just caught a couple fish before, a little silver trevally and a blue spotted emperor. As you can see, we've got the fridge, all the 12-volt stuff, all our kitchen drawer here, ready and raring to go. If we're doing a bit of cooking, we just use the gas stove and just some of these little gas cooker things, gas tanks. Over here we've got the toilet tent, which we keep the little portaloo in. Just makes it easier when you're away from toilets and things like that. And then over here, just another drawer, plenty of water. And it's a nice little spot.
These campsites here at Steep Point are super private. So we've got one little bay to ourselves, and then all the way down there there's a couple people camping. That's Blackie's, also a nice little beach. And then you can see someone's tent up there. Yeah, so no one can really see into our little campsite here. There's a couple of toilets, I think they're just drop toilets up the back, but they'd probably be about a, I don't know, 2 or 3 minute walk. Well, maybe longer actually. So we've just got our little portaloo up the back there. Got Bryce on a mission to collect me some oysters. He's got his chisel and hammer.
Getting some oysters. Right
Yum! Oh, thank you. Fresh oysters. Bryce is catching me a big fish for dinner, hopefully. Alright, so all of the campsites are along this coastline. All along there. Most of them are shut at the moment because of the weather, and as you can see the rangers just over there cleaning up some of the other sites. So we were lucky to get in here. It's a pretty good spot, but I reckon if these ones were all cleaned up from the storm, they'd probably be a bit better. But we're over there and we're just out doing some fishing. We've got this cool app called Wreckfish WA, because we don't really know what half the fish are over here when we catch them.
It's nice to be able to go through and see what you can find and see what you're catching and how big they have to be and how many you can have, and just a good little app to have.
So Bryce just caught this and we don't know what it is, so...
If you do know what it is, let us know in the comments.
This is our really simple dinner when we're just doing a swag trip. So we just use a couple of these, nice and easy, and we just put some milk and water with them. We cook some chicken as well and just make up a little pasta dish. Bye.